Hollywood, we never going down. Hollywood, we never going down.
Hey guys, it's Dre from Hardened Airsoft. I'm going to do a review today on the ARES Scar L, and you know, it's a pretty good gun. I'm going to give you my full honest opinion about it. So if there's anything about it that I don't like, I will tell you, and I will be, fairly honest on everything about this gun. So anyway, with all my reviews now, I'm going to be doing stand-up ones like this. So I'm going to be wearing my full uniform like this, and as you can tell, I did a paint job on my mask, and I think it looks pretty good, but you can leave your own opinion on the comment section below. Alright, but you're really here for the review, so let me get down to that. Alright, anyway, if you're informed about a SCAR is completely ambidextrous. Ambidextrous means that it's left-handed and right-handed friendly, user-friendly. Sorry, I said that backwards. So what that means is, like, for the selector switch, you're able to use it on both sides if you're left-handed or right-handed. So, if I was on the left, say if I was left-handed, I can use it either way. But I am right-handed, so it doesn't matter to me. Anyway, I'm gonna start from the front of the gun, back. Anyway, with the front of the gun, it came with a blazing orange black flash hider, which I painted black just to give the gun some more realism. But, some people don't like to do that, but I like to because, like I said, it's realism. The ARES SCAR, it features a 5-position breakdown. What that means is it breaks down with the barrel, the lower rail system, the complete upper receiver, the lower receiver, and the stock. Come apart in 5 different pieces, and that is the very quick field strip. I'm not going to do that in this video. I might put another one up, but there are other videos out there that show that. So, just if you saw it in the search bar, then it's pretty easy to find. Anyway, so here's an example of one of the things, how it breaks down. The entire barrel comes out that quickly. All you have to do is push it back in until you hear a click, and then turn it back, and it's locked into place. It won't come out. Anyway, that is also the hop-up unit is in that too, I believe. The hop-up bucking. Anyway, the entire upper receiver is full metal, aluminum full metal, and it is including rails and sling points and sights. The sights are, you have to flip them up manually. They're not spring loaded or anything, so don't get confident. They're decent, but with a mask like this, it's very hard to use, in my opinion. I mean, I can use it, but I would rather just get a set of M-bus sights or an actual optic, like an EOTech or something, because that has big vision for my mask so I can see. Anyway, the lower receiver is all polymer, including the stock too. So, it's not going to break on you unless you smash it off with something. But I don't think people are that klutz. Anyway, what else about it? Yeah, like I said, it's ambidextrous, which means you can hold left-handed. This is the magazine it comes with, 170 round mid-cap full metal, and it does take any other type of M4 or M16 mags. This is a King Arms M4 M16 magazine, 120 round mid-cap. It's plastic, not metal like that. Fits in just fine. I'm just going to keep this one on. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the gun comes with full trademarks, as you can see in the white. Pretty realistic. Alright, here's the downfall of the gun, just in external appearance. There's the charging handle. You hear the click, right? That's the release. That is by far the worst spring, release I've ever heard in my life. It's just horrible. So if you're looking for realism in the charging handle, it's not there unless you're just looking for the click. That's just horrible though. It doesn't even make the metal sound at the end. Anyway, the pistol grip is like an M4. obviously. This gun is taken over like an M4. It has the 363 millimeter inner barrel length, like an M4, and it works just like an M4. So if you're like used to using one, this shouldn't be that different. But along with all the scars, you should be kind of familiar with that. So with the scars, they have a folding stock like that. That's what stands it out from M4s. And the stock folds back into place very securely, no wobble at all. Since it's a Generation 3 scar, it has six position stock and a 3-position cheek riser. 2, 1, normal. Okay, another downfall about the gun is the battery space in the stock of it. There is very limited space, and the only space you really find is in the stock itself. So I could fit a nunchuck in here, put those 2 longer pieces of the gun down the stock itself, but that prevents me from folding the stock inwards. In my opinion, it doesn't really bother me because I'm big, so having the stock out all the way is normally how I would have it. But if I didn't, like if I was a smaller person, maybe they would like it closer to themselves, but that's just how it is. Other than that, pretty good gun, but now I'm going to get to the internals of it. Internally, this gun is decent out of the box. It shoots around 350 out of the box when I had it, but it is not up to par for an ARES gun in my opinion. So I was going to upgrade it internally with a new spring, a new motor to pull the torque back on the spring. But when I opened up the plate on the bottom, right here, as you can see, the plate was, like, I took it off, but the motor, the wires on it, they were soldered onto the motor, which means I had to clip the wires in order to get the motor out just to take out the gearbox. That is not good, because now that means I have to re-solder the wires onto the new, onto the gun. So restart the wires onto the new motor, which goes into the gun. So that makes me completely unable to really take apart the gun without having to clip the wires every time. So that's a big downfall to the gun, in my opinion. If you're just gonna do the one-time thing, like you're gonna clip the wires and install a new motor and then just, you're good to go, then you're fine. But say if your gun breaks again and you need to throw a new upgrade or something in there, it's not gonna work. You have to clip it again. So, I mean, if you're good with soldering, that's not a big deal, but I don't know that much about it, so that's bad for me. Anyway, what else about the gun? So, yeah, when I was doing that, I wanted to look at the gearbox too, to put in the spring. I was unable to take the gearbox out at all. It was completely stuck inside the lower receiver. So that's very bad in my opinion, and I don't know why it does that. So the gun is giving me a lot of issues internally, and that's not good when it comes to airsoft, okay? If you're going to keep the gun completely stock, I guess that's alright, but when you're paying like $400 for an ARES gun, you expect a little more, in my opinion. Anyway, that's about it about the gun. So, I mean, it's pretty good, it's pretty bad in other ways. But I would give it like 5 or 6 out of 10 just due to the internal features, the limited battery space, and the really, really crappy charging handle. That's just horrible. I don't know, it's really bad. But anyway, I mean, it's a decent gun for beginners, I guess, because internally, but if you're an expert, I mean, go ahead, toy around with this, but I would not waste my money on something like this. I would go out and buy a VFC or another high-end quality SCAR like G&G or something like that. But this is not the one I would get, in my opinion. But anyway, this has been a review of the ARES SCAR L Black, obviously, by Dre from Hardened Airsoft. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and rate and like, all those good things. And yeah, that's about it. Watch all our other videos too. Alright, thanks.